All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As here guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the connection to Cooper. 25 yards that time. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and 15. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. We ain't giving them nothing today.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Come on, D.
58 for Mike, 58. 58.
Over. Here we go, here we go.
And 58 for Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Tighten up. Watch that.
Jackson to throw again. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chapman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
All day, every day.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out, and the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Chopper, chopper. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 27, Mike 25.
They'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Out to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left, so he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 35. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Cooper was the intended target. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
58 to Mike. Let's go one more. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. 58 to Mike.
58, right?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
The point after is good, and that will get them one closer. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Jackson on first down, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go. 58's the mic.
Jackson now. And an alley to run. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll set up to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this run. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Bang, 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 bang.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
58, boys, 58.
To throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Jackson on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Run it.
58 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Delta.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
I got you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Check nine. Shit.
And Jackson throwing once more to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chapman. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. To get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Check right 27. Check right 27. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll set up the throw.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And that is incomplete. Now, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Got to do better. Yes! Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got you.
Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Looking to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, no, no.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing now is Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Here's Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 26, check 26. Jump down, top.
And the blitz does come. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
They should have known. They should have known, baby. Chad Hunt, 70 Indy. Man, let's get this, get this.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
50, wait. 80 weapon, 80 weapon. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Ready, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 3rd down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Niners, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, get